Hey, and welcome back. This is going to be the syllabus video. So we're going to be talking about what assignments will be in this class. I will be going over everything and the syllabus together. So please follow along if you can, and definitely download the syllabus for your future use. So I'm going to share my screen so we can go over everything. So this is your syllabus for this semester. Biopsychology online 8-week course, asynchronous. So again, asynchronous means that we will not be meeting in class for Zoom or at all. You will be doing work on your own every week, each week, right? So I do have office hours on Zoom Tuesdays 1 to 2 p.m. or by appointment. So if you cannot meet Tuesdays 1 to 2 p.m., don't worry. You can email me and we can set up a Zoom meeting and just talk about any questions you might have. You can reach me through email. So I have ahassan@lbcc.edu or through Canvas as well. My Canvas inbox, I'm always checking it. And if you look on my Meet My Professor for orientation, I also have a Google number where you can text or call me if it's like an emergency or you need to tell me something. So I will get into the course description, but first I do want to say that since this is an 8-week course, it is expedited. The pace of this class will be very fast, and the content of biopsychology is already very challenging. So this may be a challenging course for some, not impossible, but definitely challenging. And I will try to make it as easy as possible for you, try to break down the concepts so they're easier to understand. But just as a warning, you will have to put in the work. And if you fall behind, it will negatively impact you. So make sure you are doing your work on time. So the course description, biopsychology, we're going to be talking about the foundation of mental processes and behavior. And we're going to be getting into that in a lot of detail. Then we have our student learning outcomes over here, which you can read over. I'm not going to be going over it. So another important thing is we do not have a textbook in this class, which means that you do not have to purchase any textbook for this class. I do not require one. You don't need one. Everything I'm going to teach you is going to be on that content page that you are going to learn from. But other than that, you do not need a textbook. Now, course policies. So grading practices, I do grade things extremely fast. So all of your grades will be updated weekly, almost even daily, depending on how you turn things in. But if you submit an assignment and you don't receive a grade within 5 days, then please contact me so I can review it because I probably just missed it. So in this online class, I will not be assigning any 0 grades. So do your very best, and the least you'll get is partial credit. That is guaranteed. Just because this is a tougher and online class, it is more rigorous. So yes, I will not be assigning 0 grades. So yeah, again, don't be scared. I will make it as easy as possible for you guys to do well in my class. Now, let's look into the grading breakdown of your work. So you will have quizzes, and there'll be 8 in total. So 8-week course, 8 quizzes, meaning that there's going to be 1 each week. So with your weekly work, you will have 1 quiz, and this will be your weekly quiz on the material you've learned. You have 3 attempts total. You can take it up to 3 times, and then the highest grade will be taken. So if you get a 3 out of 10 on the first one, and then a 5 out of 10 on the second one, and then the third one, you get back to 2 out of 10 for some reason, it'll take that highest 5 out of 10. So you're allowed to take it 3 separate times. So those are quizzes. You will have 1 each week. Another thing you'll have each week, other than the quizzes, are the worksheets. And that is also going to be 10 points each, 8, right? 8 total. So 1 each week. 8 weeks, 8 assignments, 1 each week. So the worksheets are going to be based off of the content you've learned in class, and it'll help you solidify it and apply it to other situations. So those are worksheets. So each week, your weekly work will consist of your worksheets, right? First, it'll be going over the content pages, watching the videos that you need to, then completing the worksheets, and then taking the quiz. Now, in my biopsychology class, you will also have a research paper. Now, I don't want you to freak out because the way that I have you guys work on the research paper is a little bit better. It's going to be broken down into 5 separate parts that are going to be due throughout the semester. So it makes it more attainable and more approachable. So we have the abstract, the introduction, the methods, the discussion, and future directions. There's 5 separate parts and they're going to be due throughout the semester. And then as a final, your research paper will be due. That is 100 points. And that basically means that throughout the semester, when you turn in abstract, intro, methods, discussion, future directions, for the research paper, you put all of those parts together. So for the research paper, you shouldn't be doing anything new or writing anything new. It's just everything you've already turned in, you're going to be putting together into one research paper, maybe making changes based on feedback I give you. And that is the research paper you're going to turn in. So altogether, the grading breakdown of points, we have 8 quizzes, 10 points each, which is 80 points, 8 worksheets, 10 points each, 80 points. The abstract will be 10 points. When you first turn in, intro will be 15, methods is 10, discussion is 10, future directions is 15. And those are going to be, again, turned in at different times throughout the semester. And then at the end of semester, you'll put all of those parts together with any changes that I've told you to make and turn it in. And that final paper will be 100 points. You should be getting 100 out of 100 on that final paper. It is very easy to do because you are turning in each section one at a time. If I give you feedback on one section and you change it and you use my feedback, that section should be good for that final paper and you will get that 100 out of 100. So total points for this class is 320. How you determine your grade in this class is based on how many points you have. And then when the points you have is going to be divided by 320, and that is going to be your grade in this class. So 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is B, C is 70 to 79, D is 60 to 69, and anything lower than a 60% will be an F. I do want to talk about late work. So the weekly modules will run from Monday to Sunday. So Monday they'll open up, Sunday they will close at midnight. So the weekly workload is always due at Sunday at 11:59. But I do understand you guys have your own lives. I understand all of that. So don't worry. If you are willing to email me and let me know what is going on with your situation, I will always help you. You just have to communicate. Even if you got distracted or lazy and you just didn't complete the work and you're like, okay, well, she's never going to give me an extension. Email me anyway. Just be like, I got really distracted with work. I was really busy this week, so I really couldn't get to it. I'm so sorry, but I do want to make up the points. That tells me you care. So please don't let it happen often, but if it does happen, I'm here for you. I will let you make up the work. You just have to communicate with me. Now, academic honesty, that's something I don't really want to go over, but I have to in an online class. Just make sure all of your work is your own work. I have Turn It In, and you will be turning in your essays your paper on Turn It In. So I will see plagiarism and I will have to report it if that happens. So please just make sure your work is your own work. Okay. So contacting me, again, I will always respond to your emails within 24 hours. On the weekends, I will probably get to it a little bit later, but I will get to it eventually. And I talked about the office hours, and you're going to scroll down all the way, and this is the class schedule. This is a breakdown of the weeks and what we're going to be doing. This is very, very important. So each week you see that week 1, I'll tell you the dates of week 1, and I'll show you the lesson topic. So week 1 is going to be the 23rd of October to the 29th, and it's going to be biopsychology as a neuroscience and evolution, genetics, and experience. Those are the 2 things you're going to be learning. So it could possibly be 2 content pages. And this is your to-do list for the week. So your to-do list for week 1 is your module worksheet. Again, that worksheet is going to be something that is consistent. You will have a module worksheet every single week. And it's going to be a worksheet based off of what you learn with the content pages, you'll have the module quiz. And then the first week, you are going to choose an article for the research paper. It can be any article as long as it is peer reviewed. So you will turn in this article to me, and I will check it to make sure it's peer reviewed and good to go. You can choose any article completely in the realm of biopsychology, anything at all. Okay, so I will have a separate paper on that in the orientation or week 1 module saying like what topics you can choose from, so it'll be a little bit easier. So you can see again, week 2, I have the dates, what we're going to be learning, module worksheet, and module quiz. Usually those are the only 2 that are going to be during the week, but there'll be some weeks, again, starting week 3, where your stuff will start to be due. So the research methods of biopsychology week, you're going to learn about that, your module worksheet, you're going to do your module worksheet and module quiz, and you will be working on your introduction. I will be telling you what to expect for each and every section, 5 sections of the paper. I will make a video on what the introduction should include. I'll upload a sample paper and an actual rubric of what you should be following. And the introduction will be due week 3. And all of these separate parts are usually a page and a half. They take no longer than 2 hours to write, very, very short. And then you can see week 4, methods is due. Week 5, your discussion is due. Week 6 is future directions. Week 7 is abstract. The abstract goes at the beginning of your paper, but the reason why it is last is because it is a summary of your paper. And you can't write a summary unless you don't, like, without a paper. That's why it's last. So week 7, your abstract will be due. And week 8, you're going to catch up. So this is finals week. You will have a module worksheet and quiz based on what you are learning and what you have learned. So it's kind of going to be like a review. It will not be hard, I promise. But yeah, it's going to be the time where you catch up on your paper sections and put them all together for your final paper. That week is just for catch up. If you have not turned in your late work, it'll be that time to turn it in. It'll be your time to put all of the research parts together for your research paper, to take that module worksheet and quiz, and all of that stuff. And this course does close Saturday, December 16th, 11:59 p.m. All work has to be in before that date. This does not go until Sunday, just because it's the end of the semester. So Saturday will be the last day. You will not be able to turn in work after Saturday. I will not be taking any late work after Saturday, December 16th. So this is the class. I am really excited. I know that sounded a little bit daunting, but I promise it's a very easy class. And it's going to be over before you know it. And I'm always here to help you. And it's going to be broken down into easier parts. You'll see, definitely. But yeah, I wish you guys luck. I will see you guys in lectures. And if you ever need me, I'm always available through Zoom. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next lectures.